I was like, yo. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zwa, and today we're going to be talking about Attack on Titan Season 2. Right, so as per usual, I'm going to try really hard to keep this review non-spoilery, but I had some issues with Season 2. I really did, because what the fuck was Season 2? I didn't prepare any notes for this review because honestly, it's gonna be mainly a ranting session. This review is gonna be me ranting about the problems that I had with Season 2 because, child. Now we open up Season 2 basically like with the aftermath of like the events of Season 1 and the devastation and like the chaos and all of that jazz. And you know, leaving Season 1, so much was set up. The politics and the secrets and, you know, the big post-credit scene at the end of Season 1, you know, where there's a Titan inside, you know, the wall. So all of that is set up and we're like, oh my gosh, like we're gonna see, you know, all of these questions that we have being answered. No, instead it's a 12 episode season of setup for the future seasons. And it was so frustrating because there were so many things that were being set up after we had things that were set up in the previous season. 2 of Attack on Titan felt like a 12 episode long explosion. Not like boom, 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 where like there's multiple explosions throughout the season. It's an explosion that lasts for the entirety of the season. Like just one massive that just lasts for 12 episodes, which is like 6 hours because like each episode is 30 minutes. So by the end of Season 2, I was upset, but not upset like, oh my God, I'm so sad, like, oh my God, but upset, angry. I wanted to throw my laptop outside of the window because what the fuck? Okay, so let me try and get into some positives. As usual, the action sequences are amazing. The fight scenes were like so good. My favorite battle sequence was when, you know, we find out that Reiner and Bertolt are also Titans, and you know, that whole episode where it's Reiner versus Eren and there's also Bertolt, and like that whole fight sequence was like so well done, and I really enjoyed it. The climax episode, like the final episode, like that battle sequence, you know, was so masterfully done. And like how Reiner was throwing the other Titans, and it was just so good. I really liked that. Another thing that I liked was the character development. Like the characters were really well developed in Season 2 as well. I got to know our characters a lot more, and you know, we got to understand them even more. And like some characters that you didn't care about in the previous season, you know, you got to learn them and understand them even more. Some characters that I didn't even know were in Season 1 were given so much screen time that it annoyed the fuck out of me. That's a negative. That's something that I didn't like about Season 2. So I'll get into that, you know, later. But the character development really good. The world building, I feel like Season 1 is like, it basically like opened the door for us to this world, and Season 2 is slowly, adding layers to this world. The show understands how to add on and build upon what is already established in the world, and I really like how they just add more layers and make their world complex. Like, it's not complex world building that you'd find in Lord of the Rings, where there's like this complex mythology. You know, it expands the world within the boundaries of what you need to know going forward in the story, and it does that really well. There's still so many more themes that, you know, like we delve into, and like, you know, that's also really well done. But that's about as much that I enjoyed about this season. Everything else was just like, it's a frustrating season. That's what I'm trying to say. It was a really frustrating season, and it left a very bitter taste in my mouth at the end of the season. I didn't obviously watch this show when it like premiered. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, if I had to wait so long between season 1 and season 2 for what I got in season 2, I would have been seething. Actually had to start season 3 immediately after finishing season 2 because I was so angry at the end of this fucking season. Firstly, speaking of characters that I didn't even know were there in season 1 and were given so much screen time in season 2 were Ymir and Historia. I didn't care about them. I didn't even know they existed in season 1. Maybe because my mind was just so hyper-fixated on our golden trio that any other character that was mentioned briefly, just like, oh, they didn't exist. So when these two like lesbians were given so much screen time in season 2, I was like, okay, we're doing for the lesbians, but I don't care about you guys. I don't care. And also, you guys are annoying, and thank God that I like Historia moving forward, like in season 3. But honestly, they annoyed me so much in season 2. There's just something about them that I hated, that I really, really, really found annoying. This season was one massive season of setup. It frustrated me to no end because I enjoy stories in which the politics and the government and the influence that they have, and how they try to keep secrets under wraps, and how they use their influence against our heroes. I like stories like that. I really, really enjoy it. And that was set up in the beginning of at the end of season 1, like that was set up, and we didn't get that in season 2 because of the nature of season 2, and because it's this one massive setup, it affects the pacing. Season 1, there were ebbs and flows, peaks and valleys that I was taken throughout the season. Like, even though we have those anime isms where like mid-battle, you have a character just straight up monologuing for like 3 whole fucking minutes, it's fine. Like, I got used to it. In this season, there's just something about the pacing that felt off. There was no ebbs and flows. Like, it just felt like, and I was like, I actually got a headache by the time I finished the season, because I was like, guys, what the fuck was that? Like, what a bad season. Oh my God. And all of my friends were like, no, Zwa, like season 2, when you watch season 3 and season 4, it makes season 2, you understand why season 2 is the way that it is. I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, while I was watching season 2, I could see that by the time I get to season 3, I'll understand why season 2 was the way that it was. Season 3 will make season 2 better retrospectively. But no, I've watched season 3, I've watched season 4. It's still a shit season. I'm sorry. If you disagree, that's okay. That's okay, love. But like, I understand why season 2 is the way that it is. Doesn't mean that I have to like it. I did not like season 2. Like, it felt like all of my energy was being sucked dry for no reason. There was no catharsis. And I mean, I get it. We need to stop being obsessed about like catharsis and stuff. But I don't give a fuck, okay? I wanted to have that cathartic feeling at the end of season 2, and I don't think I got it. I didn't get it. I didn't. And it left me frustrated. Like, season 2 made me feel like at the end of season 1, I was going to be given like an entire Wilbur's rotisserie chicken by the end of season 2. But instead, I got one chicken nugget. Not like a box of 10 nuggets, just one chicken nugget. It felt like the show threw me out of the window and then threw a rhinoceros on my face. That's how like I felt at the end of season 2. So yeah, really didn't like it, really didn't enjoy it. No. However, because I didn't enjoy season 2 does not mean that, you shouldn't watch the show. I'm not saying that season 2 is unnecessary. Season 2 is necessary, like especially when you watch season 3. Obviously, when you watch season 3, you look back to season 2 and you're like, okay, I understand why it was the way that it was. But you still don't have to enjoy it, and that's okay. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't watch the show. I definitely think that you should carry on with the show, like really push through season 2, because season 3, is my favorite season. Like, I understand that season 4 is the better season, but season 3 is my favorite season of the show. Like, oh my gosh, especially season 3 part 1, and I'm going to get into that when I'm reviewing season 3. Push through season 2. It's not, the fight sequences are great, and you're gonna have a blast watching the fight sequences because they're so good. And obviously you are getting more twists and turns, and like, you know, you being pulled in different directions. But the pacing is a bit not to my liking. You know, there are characters that we didn't really know in season 1, and they're given so much screen time. And I really wanted to know more about Levi and more about the other characters, and we didn't get any screen time from those characters. What the fuck was Attack on Titan season 2? I don't know. Like, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. Let me know if you enjoyed season 2. I sure as fucking hell didn't. And yeah, just comment, you know, in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.